Good day to all under the sound of my voice. Due to the recent discussions surrounding our national budget and the many questions people may have about how the process works, I believe it is my responsibility as Minister of Finance to provide some clarity. That is why I am here today to answer some of the most frequently asked questions about Sint Maarten's national budget process. The national budget is the country's annual financial plan. It shows how much money the government expects to receive and how that money will be used in that fiscal year to fund the services and programs that keep our country running, from schools and healthcare to roads, public safety, and other essential services that affect our daily lives. Let's get started. How does the government prepare the national budget? The budget process begins with a strategic budget session where ministers, secretaries general, financial controllers, cabinet staff, and the Ministry of Finance come together to discuss government's priorities and prepare for the budget cycle. The Council of Ministers then decides the priorities and the financial limits for every ministry. Using those approved priorities and budget ceilings, each ministry prepares its own budget. The Ministry of Finance reviews every submission to ensure it complies with the agreed framework and combines them into one national budget. The draft budget also undergoes internal financial and legal reviews. Once those reviews are complete, the Council of Ministers approves the draft national budget. This draft budget is then reviewed by several independent institutions before it is submitted to Parliament for debate and approval. Does the Minister of Finance decide the budgets of the ministries and Parliament? Simply put, no. Each ministry prepares its own budget based on the priorities and financial limits approved by the Council of Ministers. Parliament prepares its own budget as well. By law, each minister is responsible for managing and executing the budget of their respective ministries. Why don't ministries automatically receive every budget increase they request? Because government can't simply increase spending without knowing where the money will come from. If one ministry's budget increases, that increase must either be covered by additional government revenue or by reducing spending elsewhere. Otherwise, we would be spending more than government expects to receive. For example, if government expects to collect 600 million guilders in revenue, but all ministries together request 800 million guilders, there would be a shortfall of 200 million guilders. Under the law, the national budget must be balanced. This means planned spending cannot exceed the revenue government expects to receive. That's why every request is considered within the financial limits approved by the Council of Ministers. Why are some ministries' budgets so low? Truth be told, every ministry could benefit from additional funding. But the national budget is based on more than what a ministry requests. When preparing the budget, we also look at how much of the ministry's previous budgets were actually spent. In many cases, ministries request additional funding even though they didn't fully use the funding they already received. So, budgets are based not only on what a ministry wants to achieve, but also on what it has the capacity to deliver. Did the Minister of Finance cut the budgets of other ministries? Again, the answer is no. Every ministry actually received an increase for their 2026 budget compared to the previous year. The discussions were never about cutting budgets. They were about ensuring that every ministry's budget remained within the financial limits that the Council of Ministers had already approved. Is the government delaying projects by refusing to provide additional funding? No, because money is only one part of the equation. A project may also need new laws, policies, trained staff, equipment, or technical preparation before it can actually move forward. Until those pieces are in place, providing additional funding alone won't necessarily make the project happen any faster. As Minister of Finance, I hope these answers have helped make the budget process a little easier to understand. The national budget is more than numbers. It's about making responsible choices with the country's resources so that government can continue providing essential services while investing in Sint Maarten's future. Thank you for taking the time to better understand how our national budget is prepared. An informed public helps build a stronger Sint Maarten. I thank you. May God continue to bless you, and may God continue to bless our beautiful island, Sint Maarten.